Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking at two Off-White products to decide if it is worth the value. So first we're going to be unboxing the two items. And you can see I've already opened it, already looked through it. Have everything back in their spot. First let's look at the socks. Alright, so unboxing the socks. First we can see they're actually in a pretty cool package. I wouldn't normally expect this from socks, but given their price, it's actually to be expected. It goes with the whole off-white look. It's actually kind of a teal color. Then once we actually get to the socks, we can see their little socks tab is actually stitched on, which is pretty cool, but no one's ever gonna see it considering you'll take it off the first time you wear it. Then we've got another tab, just got some info, fabric information. Now for the socks themselves, you can see they've got on the bottom, on the actual part that goes underfoot, you can see it says Off-White on both socks. Then on the top we see it says Off-White, and it has their stripes down the side. Now, for unboxing the hoodie. See, it's got a package too. It's nothing really special, but it's cool, and it also goes with the whole Off-White look. It's a plastic Ziploc bag. It says official product bag. Off-White, defining gray area between black and white, yeah. So once we get into the actual hoodie, alright, here we are. You see the thick print, they always do. Sure. Metal aglets, are they still called that on hoodies? I think so, yeah, aglets. We've got stripes down the side, and this tag, when I was looking through it before the video, it actually broke off. Kind of upsetting, but I mean, gonna take it off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's actually got some rubber tabs on it, which is actually kind of cool. Right before the product information. So now, is it worth the price? We'll be looking at 7 things for this, for each item. First, presentation, then fibers, where it's made, the stitching, the cut, the comfort, and then the longevity. First we'll be looking at the Off-White socks. So presentation is actually pretty high on these. It's got this cool box for a pair of socks. You know, it's cardboard, but it's actually got this teal wrap around it, and it makes it actually pretty cool. Only way it could be better would be maybe if it was leather wrapped or something. But it does go with the whole Off-White look. It's got the tab that's stitched on, and presentation gets an 8 out of 10. As for the fibers, we want it to be mostly natural, as those are higher quality, usually a bit harder to produce, and just show signs of a better product. So if we look closely, we have cotton 85%, which yeah, that's natural. We have the polyamide, which that can actually be artificial or natural, so we don't really know on that. Then last we have elastane, that's artificial, but I mean it makes the socks stretchy. It's just a common thing to be put in them. You don't often see 100% cotton socks. When you do, they usually kind of feel cheaper actually. So I can't blame Off-White for not going with 100% cotton on these. They actually feel pretty nice, and because it's not completely natural and the polyamide's probably artificial, we're gonna get a 6 out of 10. So where it's made, it's actually made in Italy, which is pretty cool. You can't get anything designer really better than that, which is pretty nice. Only thing that would make it better would be if it said made in Milan, which is in Italy, but it's just where Off-White's based. It'd be pretty cool just to see it being made in the same spot. But overall, pretty good still. Gets a 9 out of 10. As for stitching, all we have on the outside is this little line right here. I mean, it just looks average. It's just a normal sock. There's no other stitching on the outside. Then on the in, we see where the white color is stitched on. I mean, it's pretty loose, but that's just normal for a sock. It's really just average. There's nothing really special here. It'll only get a 5 out of 10. They're actually pretty long. Off-White did not cheap out on using not very much material. They're also pretty thick. Feels like a good pair of socks. And the cut will actually get a 7 out of 10. As for comfort, they literally just feel like a normal pair of socks. I mean, I've had $10 socks that are more comfortable. It's really just kind of average, and for $100, I'd honestly expect better. So it gets a 4 out of 10. Now, I just noticed when putting them on that they don't really match up right. Like, I think it's supposed to be that way, but so I guess Hypebeast can show their Off-White logo from every angle. From the front, you see one stripe. From the side, you see Off-White. On the back, you see Off-White. Then on the other side, well, from this part, you see the stripe. So every angle gets an Off-White logo. It's really weird because if you look at the feet, it doesn't look like it matches up right, but you can see the stitching on the top. That's how they're supposed to go, I think. But it's interesting. I wouldn't really call it bad. I just don't like how the Off-White logos don't really match on the bottom. But yeah, not too bad. Still like it. As for longevity, I feel like because they're actually a little bit more rough of a cut and it feels more just like a normal sock, I think it'll actually last a while. But nothing special. It'll get a 6 out of 10. I've had Marcelo Berlin socks that were like 100% cotton, look nice, were super soft, but they just don't feel like they're going to last very long at all. So because of that, I feel like these will be actually a lot better in that aspect. This brings the socks total to 45 out of 70. It's not bad. I mean, they really just feel like a normal pair of socks. You're not getting anything too special here besides being made in Italy. And then obviously the branding on it. It's nothing crazy. They're just normal socks. I would not spend anywhere near $100 for these again. I actually got these on sale for $40 on Essence, which is pretty nice. I mean, it still feels overpriced, but honestly, I think most people are just paying for the logo anyway. And if you can get them on sale for $40, I mean, you do you, go ahead. Okay, and for the hoodie. Presentation is actually pretty high, considering we got this cool little Ziploc bag to go with it, and then these rubber tabs I wasn't expecting. Though it'd be nice if it was stayed connected instead of breaking before I gotta take it off. Doesn't really matter though. Presentation's nice, but it doesn't get a cool box like the socks, and it only gets a 7 out of 10. Just a side note, I just noticed there's this little tab that comes all the way out to the bottom of the hoodie. It extends all the way from the top right behind the main label. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know why it's there. That's what the rubber tab right here was attached to, but it's different. It's cool that it comes down all the way like that. Just a little side note. And for fibers, it's 100% cotton, which is nice. It's all natural. It's a pretty cool little detail. I'm also going to include the print into this and these metal aglets, just because there's no other category they really go into. I mean, they're nice. Like, the aglets are heavy. It's actually nice metal. It even says metal tip Off-White on it, which is a cool little detail hardly anyone is ever going to notice. And it just shows a little extra work went into it. The print's really thick. I wouldn't put this in the dryer ever. It would probably crack pretty easily. And that's going all around. It also has Off-White, the print continuing on the inside of the pocket, which that's cool. And then on the back, it says business casual. Nothing crazy there. Just a little extra touch. You can pause this if you want to read it. So, I mean, fibers and other details, it's pretty nice. It's going to get an 8 out of 10. The reason it's not a 10 is the print you can actually see goes onto the red where it's not supposed to. And I mean, it's not really that special. It just feels like a normal heavy print. There's nothing crazy about it. Now for where it's made in Portugal, which is actually less than the socks, or less cool than the socks in that case. I mean, for being a $650 hoodie or whatever, I'd expect more. It's average though. I mean, it could be worse. It gets a 5 out of 10. Stitching is pretty good. As you can see, it's actually pretty close together, all the stitches. It seems like it's going to last a while, although it is not perfect. After a quick glance, I noticed on the bottom here, we've got a spot where it's not really even, which could be a good sign if you're thinking it's handmade or hand stitched. I don't think it is. It's mostly even. I feel like this is just a little mistake, but there's a spot right there where stitching isn't very good. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's kind of uneven. No one's ever going to notice it, but it's just a sign of a slightly poorer quality, but overall pretty good. Also, you can see the stitching around here. That's really nice. They did a good job there. It'll get an 8 out of 10. On the inside, you can see it actually continues, and it's pretty good. It's well reinforced. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart anytime soon. So that's a good little touch. Now for the cut, it's a, more baggy cut. But I mean, it does show that more material is used, and this is the look they were going for. I think it looks pretty good overall. Cut's nice. It's not like it really form-fitting, but it still looks pretty good. I mean, for a hoodie, gets a 7 out of 10. Longevity overall is actually pretty average. The cut, the seam and everything, and the stitching, it's pretty good. If it were just for that factor, it would probably get more of a 8 or a 9 out of 10. But because the print looks like it can really crack, and you're going to have to take special care of it, it's only going to get a 6 out of 10. But overall, I mean, it's not bad. Comfort is good. The inside material is really soft, like I mentioned before. And I mean, it feels like a nice hoodie. It's going to be warm. It's good to wear. You're not going to get tired of wearing it. And I mean, overall, yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like the Supreme hoodies are actually more warm. Those are better for later in the winter or fall months. It's good though. Comfort's nice because it's so soft. It gets a 7 out of 10. Okay, so this brings the hoodies total to 48 out of 50, which, I mean, that's really not bad for a hoodie. I mean, it's good, but I would never pay $650 for this. I also got this on sale on Essence. It was $240, I believe, which you're never going to see an off-white hoodie that cheap probably ever again. Which, I mean, that's cool. Like, if it still feels like it might be a little bit overpriced, but... Alright, so in conclusion, if it weren't for the brand, I probably still wouldn't pay $240 for this or $40 for the socks. I mean, with that or with the hype, it can make it worth it if that matters to you at all. I mean, a lot of people just want it because they see other people rocking it and they want to feel included in the brand. And I mean, I get it. It's still just not really worth the price, even on discount. I mean, it's close. Like, the quality isn't bad. I mean, it's still a good brand, but it's just the price is way outrageous for these, honestly. I mean, if you can get on sale, like I said, yeah, I mean, go ahead. But, I mean, my conclusion is it's not worth the price.